Hello and welcome, David Judge here, and in this short video I'm going to talk with you about internal link building and share the do's and don'ts of internal link building or internal linking. Now this might sound like a bit of a boring subject, but in reality internal linking is really important from two perspectives. So it helps for user experience, number one, but it also helps not only for user experience but for search engine visibility. Okay, now before we get started, let's presume for a moment that you've never heard of the term internal linking, and I'll briefly explain exactly what an internal link is. Okay, so an internal link is when you link from one page of your website to another page in your website. And internal links are normally found in the navigation bar at the top of your site. They can also be found down the side, and they're used as a way to help your visitors look through your website. So like your services page or your About Us page or your products pages, they're all internal links because they go from one page to another. Now in our last video we covered off supporting content, and if you consider people visiting your website and how you use internal links to improve their experience, supporting content is a form of internal linking that gives people the opportunity to delve deeper and to get more information around a specific topic. Now internal linking has a twofold effect. The first effect is it actually allows you to allow visitors to get quick access to the content that will improve their experience and keep them coming back, because we want them to come back, to look at your website again. And the second is to actually pass authority, or link juice, as it's called, onto these other pages of your website. Now this concept is really nice, and it's really nice and natural, and it's the way that links actually should be set up on a site. Now where all of this comes unstuck is when a website owner tries to link internally in a way, or an SEO, in a way that does not make sense, and they force the passing of link juice onto pages that aren't relevant. Okay, so let's actually look at this in an offline world experience, and just to delve deeper into, to give you an example of internal linking and the ways that are good and ways that are not good. So first of all, imagine you're visiting a massive cake shop that has every variety of freshly made cakes along with recipes, utensils, baking products. It's like the Walmart if you're in the States, or it's like the Bunnings if you're in Australia of cakes. So you're walking through the door and you crave the taste of a chocolate mud cake, and you can sort of hear me dribbling. Now the person standing at the front, waiting there for you, as you walk in, you walk up to them and you say, "Hey, I'm actually interested in looking at a chocolate mud cake." And they say, "Oh yes sir, they're actually in aisle 22. And you walk to aisle 22 and there's a freshly made chocolate mud cake that practically has your name on it with fresh cream, and so you pick it up and you go, "Oh, this is great, I'm going to take this home." So this is how it should be, and it sounds great, yeah? So let's have a look at this experience again, except this time have a look at it from a totally different perspective. Now this time you're walking through the front door and you say, "Hey, I'm interested in a chocolate mud cake," and they say, "They're actually in aisle 14, sir." Now when you walk around and you approach aisle 14, you see it's not what you're actually looking for, and in fact they have strawberry cakes there. And you're thinking, "Hang on, this isn't what I was looking for. Why would you send me the strawberry cakes?" So you walk back up to the person at the front counter and they say, "Oh, well, I know you're actually looking for strawberry cakes, but you're looking for mud cakes, but we actually specialize in strawberry cakes. So I wanted you to have a look at them because we actually prefer people to buy our strawberry cakes as opposed to our chocolate mud cakes." So question, if you really wanted a chocolate mud cake when you came into the store and you were directed to strawberry cakes, how would you feel? Would you consider a strawberry cake even though the person at the front counter deceived you and they're trying to sell you something totally different instead of what you actually wanted? Is there a chance you'd go back to the person, or would you walk around aimlessly guessing whether you might actually find a chocolate mud cake and eventually give up and never go back to the store and tell people about the bad experience you had? Now, although this sounds like common sense, it sounds like totally common sense, it's amazing how often I actually see this with internal linking on a website. Now, many internal links are set up to artificially pass link juice where they stop thinking of the actual visitors coming through to their site. And one of the most common examples is if you would look at a blog post on a site and it has like the two preset links, which are in context links, and they're links in the actual body content of the actual blog post, that pass one link onto the home page and another link onto a preset services page. Now the challenge in this model of internal link building, if you have all your links going through to homepage and there and to a services page, is that it's becoming outdated and the search engines are getting smarter. They look at the actual link that you have and they look and they go, "Look at that, all of their blog posts are linking through to their homepage, and then the other links linking through to a specific product or services page." Now, you need to make sure you're focusing on setting up your links in a particular way where you're offering supporting content. So if you have one blog post, then you link through to another post that delves in deeper. So before I finish off, let's touch on a few basic hints around internal linking. First of all, make sure your linking is really clear and logical. So the example that I use with mud cakes, if you have a mud cake shop online, make sure you make it nice and easy to find exactly where those mud cakes are. The second is offer supporting pages. If you go to a mud cake page, talk about specific pages around mud cake recipes, cooking, utensils, everything around mud cakes. And third, if your visitor clicks on an internal link, make sure when they visit that page that they're not led through to something totally different. I'd be cheesed off if I went through to your chocolate mud cake page and it said chocolate mud cake recipes and that took me through to your homepage again. Now, like we said, if they want mud cakes, if I want to have mud cakes, then don't give me strawberry cakes. And finally, make sure you have a sitemap on your site. This is like an information booth that you can find in a shopping centre sometimes where it lines out where the different shops are, yeah? And this actually helps the search engine from a search engine perspective because it shows them the architecture, if you were to call it, of your site. Now to summarise, internal links should be used to make it easy for visitors to find what they want to on your website. You should also use internal linking to show visitors that you are an authority on your subject, but offer other supporting content that allows visitors to find out more about your business, to delve in deeper. This in itself will show people that they should use your product and your service, and by using this as a foundation, it will help with your search engine visibility. Okay, great. Okay, now on the next video, I'm going to talk about the basic elements every website should have. Now, we're covering this from a user experience perspective, and this will ensure you're actually getting the most from the visitors that are coming through to your site. Okay, now if you have a question you'd like me to answer, be sure to get in contact with me because I'd love to hear from you. Okay, great. Now, as always, this is David Judge talking online marketing and showing you how you can grow your business online.